Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach Laravel 9 Crud application. Okay, Laravel 9 is released recently, so we have planned to do the Crud system in Laravel 9. Okay, so first what I am going to do here is let me go through the documentation and do the Crud system. It's very helpful you to catch up the lessons. Okay, so first what I am going to do here is, so first I am going to create the folder. So how to create the folder in your computer? Create the Laravel 9 folder, 9 project. Okay, so what I am going to do here is you go here. So I am going to choose E drive. Right click new folder. Here I am going to Laravel 9 Crud. I am going to give the name as Crud. It's a Crud application. So double click and open it. Here after that what I did here is 9 project. Okay, instead of the project I am giving the name as Crud. Okay, so open the folder and type the address bar on CMD. Okay, so the address bar, this is the address bar. So they are telling the address bar type CMD, press enter key. Okay, now you are in this point. Okay, this is a DOS point. You are in this point, Laravel 9 Crud this point. Here where I am going to create a project. So what is the code you have to run and get the project here is you have to type composer create project fiffer Laravel. Here you have to mention the name of the project. Okay, these are the code as a keywords. Okay, this is a composer. Okay, if you are not installed the composer, okay, this dependency you must install before you create the Laravel. Okay, so here you go to the relevant website, you have to type composer. This is must. Okay, so that it will telling. So composer create project fiffer Laravel. Here you have to mention the project name. So let's back to my application. Okay, this is my application. So here I'm going to type this one composer. So you have to keep in your mind composer. Okay, composer create project space, you have to leave the space. Okay, here you have to prefer, you have to type distinct Laravel slash again Laravel. Here you have to mention the project name. I am going to give the name as school application. You can give whatever name over here. Okay, these are the keywords, you don't change it. This is the only project name you have a chance to change. Okay, so press enter key. If you have any problem, it show the error. Now here if there is no error, now your Laravel 9 is beginning to install in your machine. Here Laravel 9, here you can get the installation part here. Okay, here everything installed in your machine. You have to wait until the process completed. Now the process has been completed successfully. You can see here, you can get the success message. Now after that, what I here written here is after command you have wait until the project is created. Your project is created successfully. You can get the message here application key set successfully. Okay, after that you have to create a database. Okay, you have to set up the database. So how to set up the database? You have to install the XAMPP server in your machine. After that you go to the dashboard. You have to create the database. So I am going to create the database here is school. So database I am going to create school. Create database. Only the thing school has been created successfully. School database. So I am going to create school app. I just created the database as school app. Create. Right. Now your school app database has been created successfully here. Now let's back to the documentation. Here I mention is basic Crud. Instead of that I am going to give here as school app. Okay. After created successfully, change the env file. Here what is the meaning of env file is all the database configuration is include this file. Okay, this is the db your MySQL. This is your MySQL server. This is the host which we run the localhost. This localhost is the port will be running in this port. Okay, 1 27.0.0.1. okay, this is a port for defaultly connect the MySQL server. This is a database name. Here I have to change it as a school app. Okay, this is user credential of MySQL. Root is a username, password is a blank. Okay, so let's do the part. So what we are going to do here is I'm going to go to the folder, this folder. Okay, this here the Laravel 9, this folder I have created. Inside after run the command, your complete project has been created successfully is the name of school application. This is the name which you given while you installing the Laravel. Okay, so double click and open the folder. This is the folder structure. You have to open it on the VS Code editor. How to open it on the VS Code editor? You must install the VS Code editor in your machine if it is not installed still now. Okay, VS Code editor is very professional editor for writing the PHP codes. Right, so let's cmd, you type again cmd on the address bar, and here you have to write code space dot, press enter key. All the folder structure will be loaded into the VS Code editor. Look like this. This is the folder structure of Laravel 9. Okay, so this app folder consists of the HTTP. Here the control is there. After this, the same app folder, there will be the folder called models. The models will be there. The view will be there in the outside the folder of your resources. Here inside the resources view will be there. Okay, inside the routes will be there. These are the important files. Okay, this is a env file. This is a database configuration. Here it should be here. It should be here. Click on this one. Here you have to first of all you have to change the database name. What's the name you have given in the database? School app. You have to given here school app. That's it. Okay, username root, password is blank, defaultly it's user credential of MySQL. Save it. Now if you can run either this way or you can run over here as well. Okay, same thing, but I have a terminal on here as well, so let's run it here. New terminal. How to run the PHP application, Laravel application, you already know. PHP artisan serve. This is the command which you use to run the PHP project. Okay, right, it will be setting your all the stuff. Okay, it will be setting you all the stuff. Right, now let's check. Okay, here this is your port, all the stuff. Your Laravel development server is start. Now the same thing, you just copy, go to the server, you just paste it, press enter key. If there is no error, here this is the welcome screen of Laravel is opening. Here you can see the Laravel 9.1.0. This is the version of Laravel 9. This is a Laravel 9. Okay, the PHPs I have installed PHP 8. The Laravel version will be Laravel 9. Your Laravel 9 is installed in your machine successfully. Now what I'm going to do here is, what I'm going to do is here, let's go to the documentation. What's the documentation explain? First create migrate, create the table and migrate them. Okay, right, you already have a database but there is no table. Here go to the here there is no table. Okay, so if we have to create the table, so how to create the table, you have to follow the things. PHP artisan make migrate table, you have to give the name. Okay, this is the workflow, you have to follow them. Okay, in Laravel, PHP artisan make, what you are going to make, what is the thing you are going to make it as table, you are going to make it as a table. So migration create tables. So here you can change the name. Okay, here you have to change the name as plural. Okay, not singular, plural. Okay, you have to change the name as, okay, this. Okay, S, you have to give the name as S. This is the efficient way to create the Java PHP table. Okay, I just copy the command. Okay, I have explained it. Instead of writing, take too much of time to complete it. So I just go to the command prompt. Here this is the, sorry, this is not this. This is my file. So here I just copy stop it. So how to stop this one, running this one? Control C, press Control C, it's stopping. Right click, it pastes the, you just copy the command. I explained PHP artisan make, you have to type them. Okay, if I type and execute the command take too much of time to complete the project. That's why I just copy and paste it. Don't take me as wrong, because the video is take too much of time. Okay, right. Now press enter key. Okay, this is the table I am going to create, student table. Okay, so you can see here the database, migration, these are the default tables are there. Additionally, I am going to create a table, student table. Now you have to write the command over here, press enter key, press enter key. Now here your table is migrated successfully. Create table .php. Okay, so if you click on this one, this is your defaultly created the table. Your default they create a table as created successfully, but in this table they are only mentioned only the ID only. They are column, all the columns you have to write it, whatever column you need you have to here write it over here. ID is there, table times stamp is there. So now what I am going to do is, here I am going to, let's go through the documentation. Here click and open the student table. This is a student table. As you see already, the table, this is the default table, it will be created like this. Okay, we discussed. Okay, so what I am going to do is, okay, right here what I am going to do is, click and open the table. I already opened the table here. This is the defaultly display. So these are the columns I am going to create it. So that I just copy this one, Control C to copy. I just paste over here. I will be explaining, don't worry about that. So here the thing is there, right, got to arrange them. I am going to create 3 columns. What are those? I will be showing like this, you can understand. Here you have to, this is not a name, this one should be the name. Delete them, name. I just copy and paste it. This is not a brackets. Okay, the bracket is defaultly created that editor, so that say address, the mobile. These are the fields I am going to create. So mobile, right, these are 3 fields I am going to create. I have created name, address, mobile. Okay, right, these are the fields I am going to create it. Right, right. So I have created successfully here. So let's save. Now if you are leave as it is, it won't update it. So how to update in the database? So if you are save, it won't update. Sorry, if you save it, it won't update in the database. So what we are going to do is, we have to run the command php artisan migrate. Press enter key. Now here all the table has been migrated successfully. Now if you are going to go to the database and check it, but now still your table is not found database. If you go to structure here, all your student table has been created, ID, name, address, mobile. It will be created the structure successfully. It created successfully, created successfully, created successfully. Right? Perfect. The auto increment also you don't need to set, it automatically set here. Okay, this automatically set it here. Don't worry about that. Okay, right, perfect. Right, now what I am going to do is, after that, this all the stuff done at the line migrate. Right, create the controller. So how to create the controller? I have done like this. PHP artisan make PHP make artisan. So PHP artisan make. What you are going to make? Controller you have make. So you have to done right controller. What is the name of the controller? You have to tell them. Student controller. So if you have a customer controller, whatever. Okay, if it is a teacher controller, right? According to your page, you have to give the name. Here on the student controller, so student controller. Here resources. So just copy them. Copy. Go back to my editor. So this is my editor. Okay. Right click, PHP artisan make student controller. Right. Press enter key. You can get the success message, control created successfully. If control is created, where is your controller? How to find? Go to the app folder. Inside the app folder, there is a folder called HTTP. You just click and expand it. Inside the HTTP, there will be the folder called controller. You have to expand it. This is a controller which name is student controller. If you click on this one, this is student controller. But this is an empty controller. Still, this is an empty controller. We are not passing any data here. It is still empty. Right? Perfect. Now what I am going to do here is, let's back. Here after that, what you are going to do here is, we have to pass the data. Okay, these things we have to come later on. Okay, so let's copy them. So I will be explain it. Okay, so what is the things? Okay, so I just copy and paste it. I'll be explain it. Don't worry about that, right? So this is the thing I'm going to edit here. The controller. This all the things I have get rid of this one. This all the default is coming. This all the stuff. This command also I don't need here. This is also we no need. You have to remove them. This command, this called as command. Okay, we no need. We should remove them. If it is there, very difficult to identify the 50. Okay, this here this 4 function is there: index, create, store, show, edit, update, destroy. Okay, so I just remove them. I already copied them. All this what is the code I written? I just paste them. What is the code inside this method? Okay, I will be explained later on. Okay, other things I have to do it here is you have to this model I am going to call it here. I will be explaining it. Don't worry about that. What is the why I have pasted the model here, right? Still I haven't created the model. Only we have created the controller only. Right. I just save all. Right. Now let's back to our create model. How to create the model? Why we are created the model is the process the data will be interact with the database. The model is connect with the database and get the data from the database through model. Model through get the data into the controller. Model is the one which we passing the data to the controller. Okay, this is a very important crucial one. Okay, so how to create the model? PHP addition make model student. So this we have to run this command. PHP addition make model student. Okay, so let's copy them. Back to my project. This is my project. So my terminal is go away. So let's again open it. Terminal, new terminal. This is the way you have to open it. Right click. Okay, so whatever you copied, you just right click. It automatically paste it over here. Okay, so press enter key. Now the model has been created successfully. Okay, where you find the newly created model? It is find here inside this app folder. App folder is there. Control is there. You can see that inside the control folder, your newly created control is there, which name is student controller. The same time, this is a model folder. You can see the model folder. You expand it. This student model is this is a model student.php. Okay, so this is default one. So here you have to specify the row. What are the columns are there in your database? Here these are the columns. This is default created. We don't need them. This is the auto increment. This name, address, mobile. Okay, so we will be set it here. Very simple. How to set it here. Don't worry about that. We will be explaining. Now let's back to our documentation. So here what I'm going to do here is documentation. Student for okay. So here this is a model. So this is the product table students. This is a table which name is students table. Okay. So the product primary key is ID. Primary key which is the ID. These are the columns. Name, address, mobile. You have to specify the column inside the way this variable fillable. Name, address, and mobile. Okay, keep this name correctly. Okay, here. Okay, if it is wrong, it is not working. Okay, so I just copy this one, paste over here. That's the thing we have. So you have to press enter key, Right, perfect. This is the thing you have to do. You do not need this one. That's it. That's the thing you have to do. That's the only thing you have to do it. Okay, right. So after that you have to make it save. Right, now what I'm going to do is after that we have to create the view. Okay, view, you have to go to the resources folder. You have to create the folder which name is students. Okay, right. So let's go to the view. Resources folder. Resources. Inside resources folder we have view folder. Right click, new folder, students which name is students. Okay, the folder which name is students. Inside the folder we have to create the four views folder. So here first folder I am going to create as documentation saying layout.play. This is a layout folder. This is a command file. Okay, so yard, this is a content which will be running only this container, div container. Inside the container we have to put the content. Okay, it's content. All the contents are index, create. These are called as content. Okay, right. Now I just copy this one and paste it. Okay, right click, new file. I'm going to create the folder which is file layout dot blade dot php. Okay, don't write without blade dot php. Okay, so blade is the extension of Laravel. Okay, there are many students confused about this one. They are get rid of blade. They are writing only keep php only. That is wrong. Laravel, they made the extension which is a blade. Okay, right. Press enter key. It's a blade. Control B. So here this is a thing. So here what I am going to do is here we have to press enter key. Just paste it. Add body, div class. This is the files. Okay, this is the files. Okay. So what I'm going to explain it. So here this HTML is created successfully. HTML is a HTML file. HTML. Inside the HTML you have to link its bootstrap style. Okay, you can go to the bootstrap website. You can get the style min.js style. Okay, you can get it over here. Very simple. You can get it. Okay, get it here. Then only the bootstrap is running. Inside here, after the body tag, we have to create the one container which is called as container. Inside the container we have to throw the VR container. That's it. Right. This is how we have to call the layout. After that, I am going to create another file is index.blade.php. Here simply I am going to place the code here this way. Simply index.blade.php. So just copy it and paste it over here. Right. Perfect. The index file you can see here. The layout file you can call the student folder layout. The layout will be coming here. Inside the layout means this, inside the layout this one, the content, you have to write the content. This content you have to call it. What you are going to write in container, you have to calling another container. First you have to put one table. This is a table where the data will be displaying. Okay, before the table we have to put one add button. So this add button works newly created student. It goes to the relevant controller student create. Okay, so after that we have to write the for each loop and load the student details from the database. Okay, so you have to write the student variable and load the data. Okay, you have to make it as a variable. You have to make the data like this. So here when you are edit the data, view the data, it get the ID, student ID, the relevant student ID, because student ID is a unique key. That's why it's getting when you are delete or update the show the data, get the student ID and show the data. So that's why we have to put the data student ID over here. This goes the student controller and get the data. Okay, this is the delete part. Delete I'm not going to goes to another page and delete the data. It is when you click the delete button, record as be delete. So we have to write this method field delete. You have to write like this. When you click the delete button, that record will be deleted. Okay, that's what I have written like this. So let's do the stuff over here. Go to the remaining pages. Edit.blade.php. This is a page where we will be editing the data. The page where I will be editing the data, you just copy and paste it over here. So here the same thing here. Exclude the layout, sections, content. So here I am going to write here. Okay, the student, these are the fields are there, going to edit the data. Okay, right. So after that I am going to create another field. This is edit, create data. Create data. I am going to create dot blade dot php. Edit create. So this is edit. It's a create dot blade. You have to create the record. You just got copy and paste it away. Right. Here also here student layout. The layout is coming here. Content. The content. What I am going to see here, we have to create the data. We have had 3 input box. Okay, name, address and mobile. So these are called as input box. We have one submit button. When you click this button, it goes to the particular action URL student. It goes to the student controller. Okay, Right. This is the thing we have to do. Edit and delete, and another thing we have to show blade.php. So right, show dot blade.php. Here also this same code, show blade.php is copied and paste over here. Right. Here also same thing. It get the data and show the student details over here. Right. This is the four views we have to create. 1, 2, 3, 4 views. Layout blade will be the layout file. Okay. Right. Now if you are create this one, what you are going to do is here, when you go to the route, it's a route where the file is run, you have to given the path. So go to the inside the folder, which is a route folder. There will be a file called web.php. Here you have to mention the path. So this is the default path. You have to mention the path over here. Web.php. This is the path. Resources, route resources mean when you are give the CRUD operation, you no need to write post and get and all the stuff. In Laravel, there will be the version called, there will be the another keyword called resources. It will be handling the complete CRUD operation with the resources. Okay, just copy this one and paste it over here. This name student. You set the path. Again, what I am going to do is, again we have to do another stuff here. This is important is your control is, you have to give the path of the control. Your control is reside on where? Your control is inside the app folder, app, HTTP, controller. Your file is student controller. It's there, it's a path. You have to mention the path over here. Right? So you just go and paste it over here. That's the thing you have to do. Right? Now let's save all. Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. After that I will be explained little bit. PHP artisan serve. Copy them. Paste it over here again. So type student. It's working. What is the close them? No, it's a old one. It's a new one. So older one you have to close it. Right, new one. Okay, just paste it. Again you have to execute the program. Just copy them. Env file. Okay, just copy them. Again you run it. I have run 2 projects. That's why it's get the first one. Okay, here. This is my application. We have no records here. First one we load them is a this one, the basic this operation. So this is not my one. I newly created a school app. This is which is my database name. Where's the school app? Where's the school app? School app I have already created. So I have what's the database name we have given? Env file. School app. Where's the database school app? It's there. Here is school app. Here is the data is not there. Here is no data. Okay, it's a blank one. So I'm going to add the record. Click on this one. Here I'm going to record as James, address India, mobile number, something like that. Click save button. Record is created. If you want to edit the record, click on edit button. Now instead of India, I'm going to create as USA. Updated. Record will be updated fine. If you want to view the data, if you click, you are viewing fine. If you want to delete the data, if you click on this one, the confirmation box will be displayed here. The alert confirmation alert box here. Click OK. Record has been deleted successfully. The CRUD operation works successfully. Okay, the process going like this. I'll be explaining the process. Here, first, if you are calling the web.php, this route, it goes to the student controller. Student, what you are going to do is first index method. It loading the, looking the where's the index page of the student. The index method is going index action method. Student controller index action method is first loading. So action method first get the data from the model via the model. Where here create the variable is a model. Model means student model. So student get the data and return viewing to the view student index page. Okay. So index page is inside which one? Inside the folder which is a student folder. Index plate. It get the data as students. It loading the data. Okay. After that, when you are create the view, so we have given add button. Okay, click on add button. It goes to the student create. Student create means go to the student controller. Student create means student controller. Student controller create method. Create what you are going to do is if you click on this one, students create. Okay, student folder. You have to execute the create view. So here you have done all the stuff. We have to fill all of stuff and again click submit button. It goes to student. Student mean you go to the student controller. Student has method store. It's getting the store method. What you are going to you get the data, fill the request all the data. What is the data you are request? So all the data it will be requested here. Okay, if you are core PHP you are writing the post and getting all the data, the same thing the request all to get all the data and put into the import. Here student, this is set into the model here and there is a method called create. If it is click create, the data will be created. After that if you create the record, it will return back to our student view. So this is the message. Okay. After that what you are going to do here is edit the data also the same thing. Index.play.php there is the button called edit. If you click on this one, it goes to the student along with the ID. What's the ID? So it's get it here ID on student controller. Get the ID, here edit. Get the ID and find the matching record and show them to the edit page. After that, if you have done any changes, request means all the fields data will be there. Okay, along with the ID. Okay, find the ID. So here the request what are the changes you have made. After that you have the method called update. It will be update the record. After update it return to the page. Okay, the same thing does is a show as well. Show also the same thing like this. You click the get the ID and show the records. After that delete also when you click the destroy method, the delete has been done. Okay. Okay, very simple the CRUD operation. I hope you understood the things. If you have any doubt you can ask me anytime. Thank you for watching.